Okay, you know the number of cases. We talk about them regularly all day, but now we're hearing about the road to recovery from a local family who caught COVID-19, all of them.
Now, they are under quarantine until Saturday, but the good news is they are feeling much better. Let's get to 41 Action News reporter Charlie Keegan joining us with their story. We are fascinated every time we hear from someone who has had this. Charlie.
Lindsay, one of the questions you always want to ask these people is, what does it feel like to have COVID-19? Well, when I spoke with Zoe Jones, a woman up in Cameron, she said it was nothing like the flu. It was so much worse than the flu. Now, Zoe was the one in her family who ended up getting tested. She went to New York City and started feeling sick, so she went to the hospital and got tested positive for COVID-19. Her other family members did not get tested, but they did start showing those symptoms, like every symptom in the book. Let's put them up on your screen so you can get an idea of what we're all talking about. Zoe and her mother said it was about 3 days of really intense pain that included headaches, body aches, coughing, fever, diarrhea, loss of appetite, lost the ability to smell temporarily, and of course, shortness of breath. Listen to Zoe describe it in her own words.
Anytime I tried to take a deep breath, it was just really rough, and I'd start coughing, and then it would hurt a lot more. And then, like, there were several nights where I was just sitting on the couch with Mom, and I'd be like crying. I was like, I need it to be done. Like, it was just so painful.
It does not sound fun. Sounds awful. Now, one of the amazing things about all this is that Zoe's younger brother has not shown any symptoms, even though he's in the same house with Zoe and her mom, their mom started showing those symptoms of COVID-19. They say he pretty much just stays in his room at all times, and it looks like, Taylor, that's kind of paying off here, that social distancing that doctors have been preaching really can work even when you're in the same house as somebody with COVID-19.
Charlie, those of us that have been lucky enough to avoid this are terrified at the prospect of it. Everyone we've had a chance to talk to that has had any kind of exposure to this talk about how just awful it is. This is not something to joke about. It's not just the common cold or flu. It's much, much worse if you're unlucky enough to get to this. Charlie Keegan reporting live for us this morning. Charlie, thank you.